This is a typical classroom in the United States, and I thought it would be a great backdrop for a retelling of a story that happened to me a couple years ago, because it's a great story for all parents and educators as we start the school year. A couple years ago, I woke up to a text message at 6:05 a.m. from American Airlines saying your flight is now boarding. Let me repeat that. I was at home, dead asleep. I had set my alarm for PM instead of AM, and I woke up to a text message saying that my flight was now boarding at the Lexington airport 8 miles down the road, and it takes me 15 minutes to get there. Threw on my clothes that were already ready, grabbed my backpack, ran out the door. California stopped through every stop sign, and I got there in about 14 minutes, and as I was getting out of my car, they were literally calling my name on the airport intercom system. Ran through the airport, ran through TSA, and I ran down Terminal B, and there was American Airlines standing there with the door open, and the girl said, "It's not like you to be late. We held the plane." They know me at the airlines. Should have made my day. My day should have been amazing, because I made a flight in which I was woken up from a dead sleep at my house, and my day should have been great, but my day was absolutely horrible. My emotions were all over the place. I was crying on the plane, watching TikToks of military families coming home and friends meeting each other for the first time in 2 years. I argued with a lady at the rental car when I landed because they didn't have a compact car and I had to drive 5 hours and I didn't want to pay for all that gas. My emotions were all over the place. I, as an adult, was unable to regulate my own emotions because of the trauma that I had experienced in the morning. And I hate to call that trauma because so many other people go through much more trauma, but to me it was trauma. And I was unable to regulate my own emotions. Well, what does that teach us as adults, parents, and educators? If I, as an adult with a higher degree that knew exactly what was going on and knew why I was crying, watching TikToks, and arguing with somebody that I wouldn't usually argue with, I knew exactly what was happening. If I, as an adult, was unable to regulate my own emotions, how can we expect elementary school, middle school, and high school kids to walk in the door every day and be able to regulate their own emotions? When on the way in on the bus, their girlfriend broke up with them in front of their friends. At lunch, someone called them fat or ugly. Their mama cussed at them in front of all their friends on the way to the bus stop. And we've got kids walking into our classrooms who have experienced some kind of emotional trauma, and we expect them, because they're in a safe place, to sit down and get to the assignment that's on the board. If we as adults know that when our mornings start off horribly, our entire day goes horrible, why are we expecting kids to be able to regulate their own emotions with the things that they are going through? Just saying, be a little more understanding.